Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video today, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you my spare rations, which I have been grinding for, or which I grinded for a very long time. I do have a few other ones which I will show you very briefly, but this is the main good one. And if you didn't know, maybe you're not in the live streaming world, I spent 8 hours doing this one night without getting a single drop. I got home from the gym at like 12:30, like 30 minutes past midnight, and I was like, you know what, my good buddy Triple Reg needs one for his Reckoning grind group. I'll go play, and then as soon as I get one drop, which should be like an hour and a half in, I'll go to bed at like 2:30ish. I went to bed at 8 in the morning without getting a single roll. It was just not a good time. So as far as what's on my god roll, the only thing that could stand to be better is getting a different barrel option. But the fact that I get a little bit of stability here and a little bit of handling speed isn't all that bad, considering I have the range masterwork. So I have Crucible Tracker, not very important. Swashbuckler, this weapon gains increased damage from melee kills and kills with this weapon. Fourth time is a charm. Rapidly landing precision hits will return 2 rounds to the magazine. Ricochet rounds, which if you didn't know is really good, because in addition to the amount of range that it normally gives, it actually gives an extra amount of damage fall off. So it's not tied to the base range stat, but you're actually going to be doing more damage from further away, even if the range on this weapon is slightly lower than it is on like another one. And then as far as my barrel options, I have Arrowhead Break, which your boy will not be touching, and Corkscrew Rifling, as well as a range masterwork and the Icarus mod. So it is very good. The main reason I like Swashbuckler is because right now, the reason I play Striker Titan is because not that many people in the clan that I'm in really play it. I mean, maybe now, considering we've recruited like 10 people in 2 days. But at the time, not that many people were playing Titan that I played with, so I wanted to play it so that I could follow the one of each subclass rule, because I was playing Hunter, and literally every lobby I got into, there was like 3 Hunters like per team, and it was like always someone swapping subclasses or not being able to use an exotic. So I decided to start playing Striker Titan. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a few rumbles and show you how it is. And maybe after watching this video, you can decide on whether or not it's worth it for you to grind either Gambit Prime or Reckoning Tier 2, because I did not have a good time. By the way, one last thing, I did change my keybinds. I changed Reload and Crouch to prepare for the new Fortnite keybinds I'm using. So if I do not fantastically, that's the only reason why. One last thing that I forgot to mention is, okay, I guess the game's starting up. Never mind. So one thing that I want to mention is an additional reason. An additional reason why this gun is really good for me is that I play on Striker Titan, and I'm sure many of you are aware that when Striker Titan gets a melee kill, I don't really know the exact rules of it. It seems kind of random, not random to me, obviously. All right, there we go. Obviously it's not random, but sometimes when you get a melee kill, or even I think a melee hit, you get a perk called Frontal Assault, which increases your damage by, just a slight, slight amount. Anyways, as I was saying, you normally get a melee, like if you get a melee kill, you get that damage buff, right? When you get the melee kill, you get the damage buff, but because I have Swashbuckler on my gun, Swashbuckler essentially functions like Rampage, except for with each stack, there's not as much of an increase, but it can stack a total of 5 times. And I believe Rampage can stack only a total of 3 times. I could be wrong on that. Because it activates on melee kills, I actually end up I do like 108 damage per headshot when I stack. Because if you get a melee kill with Swashbuckler, it jumps up to like the max. Swashbuckler, like, it goes up to the maximum. Dude, I cannot speak. I cannot get my point out, so I'm just not gonna do anything on spawn. Normally when I get Frontal Assault, I get increased damage, but also if I get a melee kill, my Swashbuckler will usually jump up to 5 times, which is the maximum multiplier, which means that when I get both of those running at the same time, I do a total of 108 damage, with which, if you do the math, it is a 2-tap. And if my gameplay doesn't look so great right now, I'm trying a new thing out so that I can free up some Fortnite keybinds where there's that swashbuckler, baby. I'm actually using C as my crouch. I used to use mouse button 4, which is just one of the side buttons. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to optimize my Fortnite keybinds and make them better, essentially. And the way I do that is I want to swap crouch off of mouse 4 so I can find like a more important bind for it. So I'm using C as my crouch button, and I bend my thumb like a freak. And oh, you were not playing aggressive, my friend. Okay, man. I was not expecting that. So I changed my crouch bind so that now I'm hitting it with my thumb. And so, needless to say, when your boy wakes up groggy in the morning, hasn't even eaten a nice, healthy, balanced breakfast, I'm just in shambles. But you know, luckily I have this god roll weapon, and I have bottom tree striker just to carry me through, you know. So once again, if you see me doing an excessive amount of crouching like in gunfights and stuff, that's because the way that I was kind of teaching myself to use this keybind was I was just going into Rumble for probably like 2 hours, and I was doing nothing essentially but just spamming crouch every single gunfight. It honestly worked really well. The main thing that okay, this is the same. Oh, never mind. I was saying, is this the same guy that was using a machine gun last game? Annihilated, bruh. Annihilated, bruv. Absolutely spit on, bruv. Alright. Oh, that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Icarus is amazing. Honestly, God, I think Icarus is one of the best additions to Destiny 2. Maybe with a controller, I feel like jump shotting with a controller is a lot more difficult. It might not be as noticeable of a perk, but definitely for mouse and keyboard, like, I mean, I think on console it's probably still very good perk. But okay, all right. First I gave him the sauce, then he held on to the sauce for around 30 seconds and then just poured the sauce right back on top of me. The crispy 3 taps. Crispy 3 taps. So if you guys didn't know, by the way, the reason I was talking about ricochet rounds giving a little bit more range than the displayed range is I believe when I check on dim, my Rose has 62 range, but my Spare Rations has like 59 or something. But if you actually stand at like the same distance, I do like max damage with the Spare Rations, but only 62 with the Rose. So even though there might be less base range, like for you guys getting your rolls, if you have less range, like on the DTR app or whatever, or base range, that doesn't mean that you're going to be doing less damage. Like you know what I mean? Like in terms of damage cutoff, you're set. Boom. All right. That's all she wrote, apparently. So this is my god roll Spare Rations. I think it's really worth grinding for if you're on PC. Let me know in the comment section down below how good this gun is on console, because obviously based off my last video, guns on PC are a lot different than how they are on console, because people were saying that the video I used, or the gun I used my last video, was like really good on console. I think it's because like precision weapons on console don't have bloom, perhaps, but none of the weapons have bloom on PC, so I don't know exactly. So I don't know if this is worth grinding for you if you are not on PC, but if you are, I definitely recommend it. And hopefully, if it's not worth grinding for on console, they fix bloom, or they fix the lack of aim assist, because I know that the aim assist in Destiny 2 is like a lot lower. Like it's a lot lower. It's a lot harder to aim in D2 than it was in D1. So hopefully they make it a better overall console experience. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.